Okay.
その上で僕の話に一切耳を傾けず、触るなという再三の警告も無視しました。
So you killed them?
これは正当な暴
That's
力
not
行為です。
self-defense. You're crazy. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 13, A Chance Encounter. The last episode. They showed us what Reuven did to Noe. He basically cursed him because that black thingy, and then made him promise to do one thing for him at his time of choosing, but then Noe doesn't remember any of that. And he woke up and they started talking about this beast of Givaudan that showed back up, and he wanted to drink Vanitas' blood. Vanitas is like, never. If you ever try, I'm gonna kill you. And at first there was like this awkward thing between them, but then after they talked it out, they were okay, and now they're on a train. Before they got on a train, Noe bumped into someone with pink hair. I feel like that person's not coming back. And then they got on the train. They were heading to, I guess, where they think this beast is doing his thing. And then the after credit, they showed this person with charlatan. Oh, they have a name for her. I was about to say Nania, but no, that's not it. He's an N-word, but I forgot. And I'm asking myself, Nania. And I'm asking myself if the person that wants revenge or whatever with this beast or something or other like that is number 71, the one that has a relationship with Vanitas. I feel like they sort of like look alike, but I don't know. We'll see. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. I like the other outro. Like, felt more like sort of sensual or whatever. I don't know. I just love grooving to it. But I'm sure this one's gonna grow on me as well. But yeah, I was sort of a little bit surprised about the intro change. Although I shouldn't be surprised. I guess the reason why I was surprised was because like, even though I know, but it didn't dawn on me at that particular moment. And I know that in longer seasons, like in seasons that have 20 something episodes, they might change the intro like midway, I know about that, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking, okay, why are they changing the intro when it's not like we're not like in the second season or anything? But usually when you go to the second season, that's when they change the intro. So I'm like, we're still in the first season. Why are they changing the intro? So that's why I was a little surprised. But yeah, it makes sense. 13 episodes in. Yeah, makes sense. What the heck is up with this episode? So many things happening. Like, I just finished watching that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Like, I watched 2 episodes of it, and even though the first episode was like a recap, the second episode was fun, but it didn't really I'm about to use the French word again. It didn't really bring anything like storyline wise, anything new. So when we got into this one, and it's like action, a whole bunch of stuff happening, I'm like, yeah, this is what I miss from that time. But like, yeah, so okay, we got into, well, we saw the character previously, but his name is Astolfo. That guy is a psycho. Like, he is a psycho. Like, I saw all of those bodies down there, and I'm like, wait, did he kill them? And yes, he did, because they confused him with a girl or something, and he's like, they were trying to stop, like, they weren't listening to him, and I'm like, and that gives you the right to kill them? And when one of them was like, just like stirring up a little bit, like he wasn't totally dead, he just went back and killed the person again, and then started like stepping on them. And I'm like, you are psycho. And then he started fighting Noe, and we're just like, he kept like basically comparing him to how Roland was, and I'm like, they are 2 different people, man. Roland is more I love when he said that Roland was more scary to Vanitas. You know, I love that. Like he was. I love Roland. I remember when we first met him, and I'm like, ugh. But the way he just after seeing the interaction between Vanitas and no way, and then he just was like, oh, so vampires and humans can coexist. Vampires, not all vampires are evil, and all of that, and that changed his mentality. And when last episode was it last episode? I don't know, when Olivier was like trying to convince him or trying to basically remind him that if he goes down this path that his family was going to be in danger, is just like that did not phase him. He just, okay, how many of you can I take on? So it's like I just love that whatever he believes in cannot be shaken by anything. And then you have this guy that's just like just crazy with killing people, and I'm like, no, no. I didn't think we were gonna see him like so soon, like in the next episode. Like I didn't think we were gonna see him like so soon. So they get to Gévaudan, and Dante and Johan, I believe was his name, are also there. They were like they were gonna gather information or something or other like that. But then Vanitas was telling Noe that they probably have some other design in mind. So they got there, and Noe, as usual, when he's in a new place, he just gets sort of like seeing new stuff. He gets so excited. He just like leaves the group without, you know, any like in such a quick manner. And then he gets to this place. He's like, where are like basically asking himself where everybody else was, like they disappeared or something or other like that. And I'm like, boy, they did not disappear. You just left them. And now it makes perfect sense as to why Dominique, when we first were introduced to her, and she came into the room and she just put a collar around to Noe and was bringing him back to Altus Paris. So it's like this makes complete sense because he has the tendency to just wander off, and she's trying to keep him in place. So that's how it happened, and then that's how he met what's his name again? Astolfo. Um, and meanwhile, you had uh, Vanitas, and Dante and Johan basically come upon the Beast of Gévaudan. It just showed up. Oh, there were these other people there. He called them dragoons. Oh, Harpoon. I think no Harpoon. Okay, they called them dragoons. What? There was a game that I used to play like a long time ago. Was it The Legend of Dragoon? Yeah. So when he mentioned dragoons, I remember that game, but I was thinking of one special character that uses a special move called Harpoon. So that's what I related it to. I forgot that the title of the game itself was Dragoon was in there. I was just thinking Harpoon, but then I'm like, oh no, the game's title Legend of Dragoon. So these dragoon were like they detected some kind of intruders or something or other like that, and one of them was like, okay, let me go, maybe we should report this to Mr. Antoine or something or other like that. And that's where Vanitas was saying that they were dragoons that they used to work for the King Louis 15, I think, and that Antoine was his first musketeer. So it's like, and then he was wondering if they were back in time. Clearly that must have happened a long time ago, right? So why would these dragons be here now when they used to exist like a long time ago? So yeah, and I'm like, okay, is there some kind of time travel and thing going on? And then that's when the Beast of Gévaudan showed up, and no, this beast was about to attack Vanitas, right? And Vanitas was wondering where Noe was, and that's where Jeanne showed up. And I'm like, what is she doing here? And then I remembered last episode when they were talking about the beast having reappeared, they showed Jan and Ruven in a quick flash, during that time. And they also showed Roland and Olivier looking at this paper about the beast of Gévaudan. So that's why I was wondering when Astolfo was doing his crazy stuff and he was attacking Noe, I was also like, oh, wait, is Roland gonna show up here too? I mean, Shan showed up, so I was worried if Roland was gonna show up as well, but he didn't. So Shan showed up and protected Vanitas, right? And then she kept calling the beast Chloe. And I'm like, okay, who's Chloe? I was thinking, is that the name of the girl that was petting Nenia? And yes, it was. Now they were fighting, right? Like it was sort of like this simultaneous, no, not simultaneous, parallel thing that was happening. You had Vanitas facing the beast, and then you had Noe dealing with Astolfo over there, and then I think Astolfo was about to kill Noe or something. He was about to stab Noe. I don't know, and that's where both battles sort of like collided. The beast showed up, and it stopped what was happening with Noe and Astolfo, and that's where Vanitas and Noe sort of like reunited, and they started talking about Astolfo, and Noe was so upset he wanted to go after Astolfo, and Vanitas stopped him, and he's like, "This Astolfo is completely different than Roland and Wana." And then he was like, okay, I know how to deal with this, and he sort of turned Noe around, and they sort of switched places, and then Vanitas was just taunting Astolfo, telling him that basically that Roland was stronger than him, calling him a little girl, basically like minimizing him in all kinds of ways. And he was getting upset. So I'm thinking, okay, why is he provoking him so much? And I started thinking, okay, just before he started doing that, he was telling in a way that he's not fighting to his full potential because he's seeing her this girl or whatever, and he's, basically thinking that he can reason with Astolfo or whatnot. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's riling Astolfo up because he wants Astolfo. Wait, if Astolfo wants to attack him, then Noe's gonna want to protect him at all costs, and that's basically gonna make him Noe fight better. That's what I was thinking, but then nope. He sent Noe after the beast and the Jean, and told him to stop Jean from killing the beast, since they're thinking that the beast is a vampire that has been corrupted or a cursed bearer. So, and their whole deal is to save vampires, right? So he sent Noe after him, and Vanitas was fighting with Astolfo, and then he kept, he called him by his full name, said that their family had this relationship with the church, and then he's saying something about basically his father buying Astolfo his way into the Chasser and him becoming paladin and all that, and that was pissing Astolfo even more. So I'm asking myself, wait, is he doing this because when you are enraged you don't think straight? Is that what he's doing, so that the guy is not as adept at fighting in that particular moment or whatever? Basically trying to distract him. I don't know. That's where because I'm like, why are you provoking him so much? So they were doing all that, and then you have Noe trying to stop Shan from killing Chloe, and Chloe's like, no way, no Chloe. Shan is like, no way, I'm gonna kill her. And then that's when Charlatan showed up with the dance of Charlatan, all these all around them, and Nenia, is sort of like obsessed with Noe. There was that moment where Astolfo started hearing this, but Charlatan was saying stuff like Big Brother or something or other like that. I don't quite remember what he was saying. I don't remember if he said something else apart from Big Brother. So I'm like, okay, there clearly is some kind of story there. So I'm like, okay, because that was making stall for even more like crazy stuff. And then he was killing like the charlatan looking thing stuff all around the circus person, people, whatever. Um, and then there came a point where Vanitas is like, okay, enough. And pulled out the book, and then someone launched some kind of dagger thing that severed the book from Vanitas. And then everybody's like gone. The book is on the floor. There's this person that shows up, picks up the book, and tells Chloe, okay, let's go back to the castle. And I'm like, and Chloe's like, okay, I can't move my legs or whatever. And he's like, pick me up or give me a ride or I don't know, something or other like that. I'm like, oof. I call that person Antoine because he's the only name. It's the only name that has been mentioned in the episode that has not been like the character. The name hasn't been attributed to anybody that showed up in the episode. So I'm like, he's the only new character that I could think was called Antoine. So that's why I called him Antoine. So I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah. What the heck is going on? And I was asking myself if school was number 71, but I don't know. It was something else. They mentioned at one point that Jean was there as Lord Ruthven's Bureau, and I'm like, I remember, if I remember correctly, that when they first introduced Jean to us, they called her she was Lord Ruthven's Bureau, right? But then there was a point in that episode, I believe, that Luca was telling Jean that she's not a bureau anymore. So what's up with that? Why is she now back as Lord? Oh, of course he's back. She's back because Ruthven clearly has some kind of hold over her. She calls him Professor, and someone is basically stopping her from revealing what she is, whether she's a curse bearer or not, and that person is Ruthven. So clearly he still has a big hold on her. So if he wants her to act as his bureau, of course she's gonna go into it. So like, I don't know. I wonder if Roland is gonna show. I want him to show up. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingme, and you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. But your love's never end.